trucks without any beer. I come to you without any
You can call him Mitch or Michael Knight or whatever you want him to be. Call him a former soap star, a mediocre rock star, but you know he's really big in Germany. Those are the lyrics from the song Hasselhoff, which you'll find on the album Loudmouth Jimmy by the Shoeflies. And if those lyrics put a smile on your face, I know I laughed the first time I read them, then the Shoeflies have succeeded in achieving one of their goals. The band puts a fun and positive spin on all of its music. We caught up with the Shoeflies at the 360.
Everything is not gonna be like before. Standing in sequence at my door. Everybody's ready, but I wanna go to bed. Too many faces in my head. Fire is hot, but it's not quite red. I see the one with God in her eyes.
Where did you get the name of the band, Shoeflies?
The Shoeflies, the name that we chose for the band came when we were just a duo back then, just Corey and I, and we entered a country western talent show, and it was quite a weird event since we didn't really like country western music, but we thought we'd enter it just for a gag. And later on, when we started continuing to do music more seriously, we thought, you know, what's a stupid name for a country band, which is what we called ourselves, the Shoeflies. So we thought, what's a stupid name for a country band is a pretty cool name for a rock and roll band. So we kept it.
And I lay in the grass, hallucinating multi-layered faces. Somebody please help me, I've been bitten by a snake, I am bleeding. I was out for a walk, bare feet in a big green space. Laid down in a nice cold place, still waiting for the fight.
Well, Richard and I went, and David as well, went to high school together. But around 1990, Richard and I became friends, and we started playing together as a duo. And that progressed, and we put out a CD ourselves called 3 Chords and the Truth. And then about 2 years ago, we decided that we wanted to have a full band instead of having just the two of us. So Clark and David, who is Richard's brother, were playing together in another band called Janice. And then after that, we converted them to Shoeflies, and they joined our band. And we've since added George on bass. So now there's the 5 of us, and we've been playing together as the 5 of us for about 6 or 7 months now.
George, you're a new addition in the band. What are your impressions about Shoeflies?
I'm very excited to be playing with the Shoeflies. Their music is very energetic, it's very fun, but also sends a very good message. I've only been with them since late August, but seem to have fit in quite well, and most different than other bands I've played with, that it's more of a brotherhood than an actual just playing music here and there. We've really joined together as a unit, and I think we really portray that when we do our live shows and talk to people.
songwriting for your band?
The songwriting primarily is done by myself, David, and Richard, my brother. Most of the time what we do is I'll write an entire song and then I'll bring it to the group and we'll all make up our separate parts for it. So I don't write it and say, hey Corey, you play this, and Clark, you play this, and George, you play this. They give them complete creative freedom in that to say add to it whatever you want, and then we all kind of make decisions on what sounds best. In terms of what we write about, when I write a song, I quite often tend to write stream of consciousness, to sit down and have an idea in my head and write it down with a specific idea in mind, like say a song on our CD is called 7 Strands, number 7, and that's a song about a girl that moves to Toronto and discovers all of the nasty parts of it, like the homeless and the obscenities and everything else that's crazy about it, and ends up finding a positive thing in life out of that. I won't tell you what, you'll have to listen to the CD. But that's what I wrote it to mean. But at the same time, I'm aware of the artistic value of songs, whereas I could say, or I could sing, I went to the store and bought a cat. And to me, it could mean I went to the store and bought a cat. But to you, listening to it, you can interpret that as the world's going to end or something, you know. So whatever I intend it to mean could in fact be meaningless, because whatever someone interprets it as is what it means to them. And that's what I think is really, really cool about songwriting, is that one song can mean 20 million different things to 20 million different people. And I like that.
I think if you listen to the CD and read the lyrics, you'll find that most of the messages are very positive, very uplifting. It really ties in with our show. I mean, one of our primary goals is just to make people smile, and give people a good time with the music, and just uplift them, and hopefully everybody who listens to the disc or comes away from a show will be smiling a bit more, or be a little bit less sad than they were when they started. And so being positive is what we're all about, and just happy music, really.
I want to rescue me.
Live shows are very energetic and fun to watch. Do you have any specific style in performing?
I don't know about specific style, but mostly we just have a good time. And I mean, we all believe that if you have a good time on stage, I mean, it'll go out to the audience and they're going to have a good time out there. I mean, I think one of the most important things that must be noted is that we're very uplifting on stage. And a lot of the bands, you know, I mean, we all have the same belief, not to knock the music industry of today, but a lot of it we find it's so very depressing. And I mean, we're the happy alternative, I guess you would say. And we just have such a good time doing this. And I mean, if anything, the live shows is what the Shoeflies are all about, more than anything else.
One thing I should say about our music is that it's very unique. We have a lot of different influences, and the influences are both musical and on stage. We have a very exciting live show. We like to jump around a lot and try to entertain the audience visually as well as musically. And I think that really sets us apart.
Everyone is lonely, is the one who sleeps alone. All my years of smiling, there's one thing that I've known. There's ideas I've tried to learn, truth that I've been shown. To the rhythm of the breath I sleep, a love I call my own. Take away my innocence, caught up on my hair.
all really have a shared vision about where we want to go with this, and it would be really nice just to know that it was our music that was sort of providing our income. And I mean, being a millionaire isn't really that important. It's just knowing that you wake up each morning and you do what you love to do, and that's all. That would be a perfect dream.